So the day has finally arrived. Coinbase will list Dogecoin on Thursday. Do you believe Dogecoin will see a significant pump? Let's find out. Hello, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away 1 Ethereum to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. I have some incredible information that you cannot miss, so stay tuned. Now let's get started with today's video. Guys, you can see that inbound transfers for Dogecoin are now available on Coinbase in the regions where trading is supported as of today. Traders are unable to place orders and none will be filled. If liquidity conditions are met, trading will begin after 9 AM Pacific time on Thursday, June 3rd. First of all, I'd just like to congratulate everyone who bought Dogecoin before it went up by 35%. Because of the Coinbase listing this week, we're going to break some fantastic levels this week. Dogecoin is launching on Coinbase Pro now. This is fantastic, and I'll explain why in a moment. However, as many of you have asked, it will be Coinbase Pro that will list Dogecoin, and there is a difference between the two. Coinbase Pro is a separate entity. Coinbase owns it, however it is a different application. It's a different piece of software, so just because it's Coinbase Pro doesn't imply you'll be able to purchase and use it on Coinbase. So what's the big deal about this? Is this going to have a huge impact on Dogecoin? I'll answer all of this. So, traditionally, when a cryptocurrency is added to Coinbase Pro, we observe tremendous increases in the price of these cryptocurrencies. Cardano is the most recent one that I am aware of. Remember when it was reported that Cardano would be listed a few days later and how the price skyrocketed. Then, when it was finally implemented a few days later, we witnessed even greater pumps. So, traditionally, we observe that cryptocurrencies make large movements on the day of Coinbase listing, as well as the days preceding it, as we are now seeing. But what will this mean for Dogecoin? As Dogecoin investors, there are a few things we must grasp. We need to comprehend the environment we're in right now. So we just had a big bull run in which cryptos were pumping practically every day. For a good amount of time, they were breaking all-time highs every week. But we are now in a moment of consolidation in which cryptos are cooling off, following these enormous increases. And yet, Dogecoin is still up 35%. So we were in a period when there was a lot of panic in the market. Now that the sellers have left the market, the panic is decreasing too. They're practically gone, and this is what happens after these tremendous rises. When you witness these large sell-offs, it's simply large money scaring away the small money, which can set off a good chain reaction. The huge whales can benefit by causing the little guy to sell by spreading incorrect information and instilling fear. All of these things will induce sell-offs, and these sell-offs will be caused, in part, by people who are new to investing and don't know much about investment. It occurs as a result of those who are only there to buy at the top and sell when it falls. When something goes down, these folks sell right away because they are terrified. As a result, these kinds of people have been shook out of the market, which has now stabilized the crypto market. That's why you're not seeing big swings like we were, implying that volatility has subsided. All of that fear is beginning to fade now. This attracts intellectual investors with large sums of money. This is the time when they purchase up all of our favorite cryptocurrencies, whether they are Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Dogecoin. Right now, everyone is buying. However, the FOMO has not yet been set off, which I anticipate will happen very soon. This entire Dogecoin story can bring the entire crypto market up, and we are already seeing the entire crypto market start to pump. As a result, everything is dependent on the environment. But how can such wonderful news influence a cryptocurrency? When genuinely excellent news is announced, things can continue to fall. However, now that the anxiety has dissipated in the market, I believe there is a high chance that Dogecoin might increase by 40% based on the Coinbase listing. And it has already increased by 35% in less than 24 hours. It might go much higher, especially when the FOMO and excitement begin to build. So if cryptos continue to rise throughout the week, greed will begin to take hold and individuals will begin to enter the market. There will be a lot of fear of missing out, so people will rush into the market, and when the good news comes, the anticipation of it can generate big breakouts, which is certainly possible with Dogecoin. However, there is something we must grasp about this Dogecoin listing. It doesn't really matter what happens to Dogecoin in the coming days. It's not a big deal unless you're looking to make a quick buck. However, for those looking to invest in the long term, we must recognize that the Coinbase listing would bring in a lot of money from U.S. exchanges. And with Coinbase being the largest U.S. exchange, a lot of money is now going to be able to be transferred into Dogecoin, potentially bringing it to the $1 mark very soon. Especially considering we have more amazing events and news like the 6ix9ine and the Robinhood wallets news coming out very soon. Now, coming back to Coinbase, support for Doge will be generally available, and trading will commence on or after 9 AM Pacific Time on Thursday, June 3rd, if liquidity conditions are met. Now, by liquidity conditions, they essentially mean that they want a reasonable amount of Dogecoin in their wallet, storage, or whatever you want to call it. This is also beneficial because Coinbase most likely made a huge order to meet these liquidity requirements. One thing I've noticed is that when you buy Dogecoin on eToro, I don't believe they have as much liquidity as other platforms because the spread isn't as wide. When it comes to Coinbase, though, the site has 53 million users. And in order to assist them in trading Dogecoin, they must have a logical liquidity pool. Otherwise, they will be unable to trade efficiently. So in this scenario, Coinbase must purchase a large amount of Dogecoin and hold it, but when individuals wish to buy Dogecoin and subsequently sell Dogecoin, the price is not affected as much. Because Coinbase is such a large platform with over 53 million members, I'm betting they want a lot of liquidity. But it's still strange because they're saying if liquidity conditions are satisfied, thus I'm expecting them to have already purchased a large number of Dogecoin because that's simply how it works. So, let's have a look at the new asset listing phases. So, for the time being, we have transfer only, which means that you will be able to transfer Dogecoin into your Coinbase Pro account, but you will not be able to place orders for Dogecoin. This is due to the fact that it is not currently available for trading. You may just have it and keep it in your account, and I believe they are doing so to aid with liquidity. As you can see, they'll be tweeting on how Coinbase is progressing through each asset listing phase. So, this is a very significant update, and it appears that all 3 phases will be completed within the next couple of weeks or so. And this will be extremely beneficial to Dogecoin since it will not only result in an increase in the number of people trading Dogecoin, but it will also result in an increase in volume. Overall, this is quite encouraging news. Having said that, this is not financial advice. I don't want to be held liable if you make or lose money. I'm only stating facts based on my own study. With that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye, take care.